Hello, everybody. Give me 1 second here to try to get my everything set up. I want to be able to see myself, and I've got to figure out how to set everything up before I get started. Let me see here. Let's see. Don't want that on. Hello, Larice. So good to see you. I'm just getting started. I'm here. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to experiment. I downloaded a bot to manage my stuff for me. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, man? I'm doing some experimenting here. I guess I'm just going to get started. I'm going to try to do my best here. I have some stuff I'd like to show that I received from the famous KatyDid, and I ordered some stuff from the rock shop. I'm waiting on some beautiful things to get here. I'm going to start out with, let's see here. I have got the biggest. This is a 2-pound garnet. I didn't know they come that large, but they do. I'm hoping that I fixed my problem with the focus. I had on some kind of smart deal that would automatically focus in on things and make things high definition. I turned all that off. I don't see my chat bot though. I don't know how to operate that. This is a garnet, 2 pounds. You can see I've got some smaller ones to compare it, but I don't see them right here with me. I got this from the rock shed. I ordered it. You see some red in there. I don't know what it would look like wet. I've never wet it before. I'm not good with looking at my chat, everybody. I'm new, and it's hard for me. I'm used to running my mouth and doing my videos, but I'm not used to keeping up with this chat. This is a 2-pound garnet. I'm going to move a little quicker today. I just got a few things from the rock shed I wanted to show. And then I'm going to move into a box I got from KatyDid. I don't know how to pronounce this stuff, so if you know what it is, you can help me out. This also came from the rock shed. I guess I should have figured out how to pronounce it before I turn this on. It's like if I don't go ahead and do it, I won't do it. So I just jump into it. It's like jumping in the cold pool. Just go for it. Not sure what this is. It is pretty, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm showing this stuff because I'm going to be cutting it soon. And as soon as I can do that, then everybody will see the before and after. Plus, it's giving me something to do today. We are getting ice here, and we don't normally have cold weather like this in the single digits. And it's coming, so it's going to close our whole city down. We won't be able to do anything. Hey, Mike, so good to see you. Like I said, y'all, I'm just so not used to this. Something else, I did a video on these, and I can't pronounce the name of them. This is actually an agate. I thought all agates were round, but apparently they're not, because these are old fossils that are set inside of stone, and it is definitely an agate. And it's some beautiful stuff when it's wet. And you can imagine how beautiful that gets when you cut it. See that shell? That's a slice of that. And it is a large piece. It's bigger than both my hands. Howdy, old dude. Hey, Sharon. You got some of this ordered? I'm going to be cutting some of it soon and working it. Yeah, I would appreciate everybody to do that. I don't normally, I'm new at this, still working it out. I got a few pieces of that. Again, this is from the Rock Shed. I learned about it from Theo Kelson. Let me get still here. There we go. Well, it's still doing the focus game. It looks a lot better when it's cut. That's dry. That's why I keep getting confused on the definition of an agate. Because I'll see things like this, and it's called an agate, and I've made up my mind that agate has to be chalcedony and just clear and fortification lines and things like that. So I just don't quite know what an agate really is. This is green jasper. I think they called it fancy jasper. See if I can get that to come in. It does not like two hands, is for sure. It's a nice heavy piece of stone. I did a video with it, and the way I turned things around, people weren't sure if it was actually real or not. And that's okay. Get used to it. And I got another piece of that. This is going to look good when I slab it up and make something with it. Because this is all just broken. None of it's been cut. Well, you know, that does look like a... No, it's not a cut. I can feel texture in it. I see. I think everything is a form of quartz. I mean, goodness, it's all just the same atoms arranged differently. But I was reading on that stone I did yesterday, that painite, and the reason it's so rare is because those minerals only come together in that one small area of the world, and then they create the painite. I was thinking about you, Tyler, when I was researching that. I was like, man, and it said there was only 24 in the world, so 24 good pieces. So I was like, well, I bet he's got one of them. I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with that chat. I'm getting used to this. These are Montana agates. From guess where? Montana. I believe those are going to be really, you can see those lines move. Those, I guess that would be a water line inside of that. Get this light out of my eye. And I believe the best part of this for me is going to be lighten it up. Yep, see that just looks just like my agates. I wasn't sure what I actually got, so I was waiting on somebody to reply that knew more about agates and stuff. See those markings on there? That's what I was speaking about, how on the ones that I have, that I collect, have those markings. See that on top? I know people have different words for it. I always call it a snake scale. But that is a beautiful rock, and I believe I'm going to be able to get that, not sure what they call it when you cut it thin and get those rainbows. I can just, when you can see those lines inside of it, and when you move it, they shift. I guess that's something to do with the color. The way, can you see them moving in there? They move. Well, they don't actually move, but they're giving the illusion that they are. Sorry about this blurry mess, y'all. Trying my best to learn how to do this for further lives and things I'm wanting to do live. It's too cold to get outside for me right now. Here is a. Oh, here's the other one. I've even got some that I cut. This is a Montana agate. Not sure what that is. It's really smooth, different from the rest of it. But it definitely looks like it's going to be a nice dark color, and it's good and solid. And I know if I turn this light off, I'd get better color out of it. But the light's on in this living room. Let's see here. Here it goes a little better. Sorry if I'm blinding y'all. There's a good one. And y'all know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get me some good pictures. And I've got some big, beautiful ones here. I'm gonna, I'll start out with the smaller one. That's it dry. You can see the motion in that. And how nice it is. I sure appreciate everybody coming. I'm not sure if that somebody's going to have to teach me how to set up that Nightbot, because I loaded it and I don't see it in here. I mean, I don't know what it does. I got my first negative comment today. First one ever. Saying that all my people were bots. So, hello, bots. I'm going to wet this real quick. See how pretty it is. Okay, let me turn my light on. This is a beautiful Montana agate. You can see the depth in that. Montana, sure. This is from KatyDid. I'm sorry, Sharon. KatyDid. She has that. She's a movie star to me, but you know how it is. My Facebook fandom. I'm a big fan of hers on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. I do that too, guys. I mix up the two. This is another one from Katy. It is really big. I mean, big as both of my hands. Don't even know if it's all going to fit on here. And again, it's got those waves in it. I'm not sure if that would do anything wet. Except B. It looks just like one of my rocks. Trying to make those lines right in there move. Let me dry that off. After they cut, they just do not take water well. But that's a big, nice chunk of rock. There it is. That is just big. Here's another one Katy did. It looks like a big pair of lips. There's no doubting what that is. If you ever watch KatyDid, I got a piece I'm going to show you in a minute that opens up one of her videos, and then it actually shows her finding it in the video. Let me get this one on here. Put a light to it. It's from my pictures. See if I can get a good focus on it. There we go. Those are always nice. Yes, sir. I love that stuff. I cannot wait to cut this. I'm going to try to cut those thin wafers, especially in that fold in there once he found out. And you can see the little bumps that go, it just rises and falls. It's like waves all in this side over here. that. But you can see the waves in it right there. And again, those markings that I was pointing out that she had taught me to look for in my rocks. And I actually researched and found out how that was created. I appreciate everybody coming. I really do. I'm going to get better at making everybody moderators and stuff like that. I just, I'm kind of nervous right now, and I'll explain later. But I just don't know. You see that dark spot in there? That's going to be nice. I've got that. This is one. You can see the crystal inside there. I love that. I know a lot of people kind of frown on it, seems, but I really enjoy that, those crystals that form in the middle like that. That's a big, nice rock. I don't think it'll do very much wet. After they've been cut, they just refuse to drink the water. And I know it's got some pretty light in it. I'm going to put this right here. I'm trying to get some nice pictures. I know I need to move it up. Really appreciate everybody coming. I've already got 20 likes. That is just great. I appreciate y'all so much. I've had a good response from these, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to learn. This is another smaller agate. Guess I could show it like that. This one's completely rough, no cuts at all in it. Let me see if I can get a good focus in that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 21. I appreciate that. I do realize there's only 3 people, but only is not, that's a bad word. I appreciate the 3 people. This large one here, let me turn the light back on. This is the one I cut. And you can see how beautiful that is. Nice, beautiful pieces. I know that's blurry, and I'm trying. It's just not going to do it. It's too big. I've got to figure out how to pull my camera away from, so yeah, I cut that. This would be the end of it. See right there, you can see the color in it. That was my first piece. Gotta hit a light to it. Let me take this bigger piece away. I can actually move. It's something how that blue can just completely disappear when you shine a light on this. I love those black dots that are running through it. Just really, really like those. That's the butt. Here's my second piece. Wished I could get that to, there, that's better. Instead of having it directly on it. So that's another thing I'm learning. When I get these opals going, I'm not going to be able to sit there and figure this out. I'm already going to have to know how to do it. And the opals really mean a lot to me. And I want to have that figured out and done before I start. And I got some good people to give me great advice. Everything I'm doing now, do we have Dr. Phil in here? I have some major issues with my left arm. Doctor, please help me. But yeah, that's the 3 that I cut off of that one huge agate. So if it comes out nice, I've got plenty more of it. That probably weighs 5 pounds. It is a monster. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to focus in because it's just too close to everything. Okay, this is what I was talking about with KatyDid. If you watch KatyDid, or if you haven't, go check that out. KatyDid. This is a piece of petrified wood. Well, when Michigan Rocks come to visit her, and they did a show together, at the beginning of the show, she holds up a piece of wood, of petrified wood, and this is it. At the time when she held it up, of course, it hadn't been polished, but this is the very piece, and the way I knew it was from the markings here. And then later in the show, it shows her when she finds it. So it really is special to me that I got this, and then there's a show that goes with it. And the fact that I love petrified wood. It's hard to believe that wood can actually turn into a rock. But it definitely does. And I'm just proud of it because one of them's in here, that opal guy. He was one of the first people I started following personally because we'd watched on TV for a long time and had no idea that you could go on here and find people. I mean, and go on their channels and comment and stuff. We had no idea. This is another piece of petrified wood that KatyDid sent me. It is a very large piece. So this would be Montana petrified wood. I couldn't imagine cutting it or messing with it or doing anything to it because it's from her. She is one nice lady. And you know, she has a book explaining the rocks and things that she exposes there in her doing her work. You can see the chalcedony running through this piece of wood here. But it's really heavy. I mean, extremely heavy to be wood. My wood that I find here, it's not like this, of course. It's a different state. But I'm just proud of it because it's from her. Don't know how that's going to look wet. That's just beautiful. I know y'all happy there's no flashlight for this one. That's hilarious. Did you bring your sunglasses, that opal guy? I think this could be the size of a quarter, and I would be just as happy with it because of who it came from. We have watched every single thing she's ever made, KatyDid, and she's just, it'd be like if I could get something from that opal guy, I would cherish it. It would be mine forever with notes on what it was. One day I'll pass away and all this stuff will just go in the trash for me. And I know I got some excited people in the room. I surely appreciate everybody that's come and visited me. I'm having a really good time on YouTube. I'm enjoying myself more than I ever thought that I could. Dr. Phil, I really appreciate you being here. I know the time differences in us, and I just don't even know what day or time it is where you are. It's hard to keep up. I have a lot of friends now in different parts of the world, and I am really enjoying myself now. I mean, to tell you the truth, I have seen the most spectacular, beautiful stuff I've ever seen in my life. And that's the way I am, Phil, because I really like to watch you, but our times are so different. It's like with Larice, I miss her because I'm up when she's asleep, and she's asleep when I'm awake. And she's another person that I really admire and thank a lot for the things that she does for me. I really do. I really, really thank her so much. She's helped me a whole lot, and that she's here today it makes me very proud. I'm going to close this out now. Won't keep y'all longer than anything needs to be. No, go ahead. You can post a channel. I don't mind at all. I'll stay a little longer to let you do that if you want to. That opal guy, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil has some great work he does. He has got the biggest bags of opals I've ever seen in my life. That opal guy, if you want to see a spectacular show, go check that out. You talk about somebody that can make some beautiful light come out of a rock. That opal guy is just spectacular. Let me put my prize up here. I'm so proud of that rock right there. That is a piece of petrified wood. But that KatyDid opened her show with it and then sent it to me. You just can't get any better than that. I'm telling you what. I'm going to put a chain on it and wear it around my neck. Hello, Weld. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you coming in. These live streams are really good. I like them like this to stream all over the world. Larice, you can share people too if you would like, or you might want to be cautious, and I'll tell you about that later. I've got some bad characters right now that are doing some things, and I've got to learn and learn how to roll with it and just move forward and not let it affect me, because I really do wish them peace and love, and I do not wish anybody any bad feelings at all. I have completely forgiven. I forgive myself. I've forgiven them, and we'll let it roll from there. I'm going to try my best to just stay where I am and do what I'm doing and enjoying my life and having a good time. There's no sense in not having a good time. I got my first bad comment today, and it was strange. It was really strange, but I like to come back with a good, nice, positive thank you, because even though they're being mean and nasty, they're still giving me a click and a number. I forgot to check that to see if I had a thumbs down. I ain't gonna say no more, because it's like I think I got myself in trouble doing these lives, because I'd say something and then all of a sudden, boom, it happened. It's like, oh, you've never had a bad one. Well, let me fix that real quick. And I don't care. It'll all wash out. I've been getting some good advice from some wonderful ladies that I have met. And I mean wonderful. Appreciate everybody. I was wondering about that Opal guy, because I know how good your stuff is, and I was wondering if people get jealous and come on there and try to say horrible things or nasty stuff to you. And I don't know anybody that does this, so I don't have anybody that I could really just sit down and talk to and figure out what to do. I just learning as I go. And like I said, I want to get this down before I get on here with my opals, because I know when I start working on an opal, I am not going to be able to look at this chat and figure out who's saying what and what's going on. Because if I take my eye off that opal, I'll mess up. Yeah, I know it's the person that is coming after me really heavy has a bunch of accounts. So I don't know where they are or how embedded they are into my account and how many of my subscribers are them. But I'm not even going to mention anything about that person. I prayed about it. I forgave them, and I have to let it go. You've got to love your enemy, and you got to move past it. So I have done that. I'm okay. I mean, I love YouTube now. I really love it. I see. I guess there's just a million reasons. With me being so new and this happening to me so quickly, I'm having to move quick. It's like the first 2 weeks, I was on here 16 hours a day for 2 weeks. And I about rode myself crazy trying to keep up and trying to answer every single person that touched my channel. I know people say that you should just pull out and do less and all, but I actually enjoy the conversations. I actually enjoy chatting back and forth with the people that make comments on my stuff, or just the little things that I make and post. And y'all please know that I have a situation here to where I cannot leave my house. So if I can't go out and start rock hounding, which I hadn't been able to do because I can't leave, I can personally physically leave, but I'm taking care of somebody here in my home. And if she needs me, I've got to be here. And it can be one of those, I need you this second. And when I'm down there on my creek, I turn everything off where I cannot be located by Google. I don't want my pictures automatically downloaded into Google. And so she can't even call me, and that panics me. So it's hard for me when I'm doing my creek walks. I am right here at the house. When you see me at the lakes and the dams, that's right here at my house. I mean, within minutes of getting home. So I've not yet, the furthest I've ventured out was Somerville, and I really loved it. And I'm tempted to get my whole bucket of Somerville stuff and do another live on another day and just run that whole bucket through here, because I'm going to start working that too. That stuff is beautiful. The more you work it and the more you cut it, the more beautiful stuff you find. And it shines up so quick. I mean, it really takes a good quick shine. I just really love that stuff. But I appreciate everybody. That opal guy, I really appreciate it, man. I trust you more than anything. Larice, thank you so much for sticking with me through this. Again, it's just a test. I'm trying to figure out how to get that chat bot to work. I don't know. Apparently, I didn't do it right because I hadn't seen it, or I don't even know if I really need it or want it or what. It's all a big test. But I appreciate everybody's help. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate your support. Be blessed and have a good evening. Thank you so much, Larice.